Hi, passionate Rangers FC fans. Welcome to Rangers Update, your dedicated source for all things Rangers. Before we dive in, we want to express our gratitude for your unwavering support. If you bleed blue, don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, and let's strengthen our community. Now, let's get into the latest updates. A hearty welcome to our new followers. Your backing means the world to us. Let's get to the news. Whispers across Glasgow are becoming deafening. Fraser Thornton, a name not unfamiliar to the power carders of Scottish football, is rumored to have sealed a jaw-dropping billion-pound agreement with Greek shipping magnate Evangelos Marinakis for the prospective sale of Rangers Football Club. While official channels remain tight-lipped, insiders suggest the deal, said to have been in the works for months, is now all but concluded. For supporters of the Light Blues, this development feels seismic. Thornton, a discreet but influential figure in finance and sport, has reportedly acted as the primary broker between the Ibrox board and Marinakis, the current owner of Nottingham Forest and Olympiacos. If this agreement truly materializes, it would mark one of the most lucrative and high-profile sales in the history of British football. Marinakis, known for his bold, sometimes controversial leadership style, is no stranger to revamping institutions. That very reputation has many fans both hopeful and cautious. Could he be the man to elevate Rangers into a modern footballing empire, or does this potential takeover carry risks hidden beneath the surface? As speculation intensifies, one thing is certain. The blue side of Glasgow is bracing itself for a tidal wave of change, the likes of which haven't been seen in decades. What's fueling these murmurs even further is Thornton's silence. He's always been calculated, with his moves operating away from public gaze, letting actions speak louder than words. Those who've dealt with him describe a strategist with a remarkable knack for spotting both profit and legacy opportunities. His decision to involve Marinakis, if confirmed, isn't merely about money, it's about reshaping the club's global footprint. Some within the Rangers community are already envisioning what such a financial influx could mean: world-class training, facilities, marquee signings, aggressive Champions League campaigns. Yet for every optimistic supporter, there's another voicing concern. Marinakis' ownership of Nottingham Forest has brought success, but not without turbulence. Managerial changes, brushes with financial fair play, and moments of instability. Could the same fate await Rangers? Thornton's role in all this seems pivotal. While many expected a local consortium or even American investors to make the first move, it's Thornton's subtle maneuvering that appears to have brought this deal to the table. The whispers say it's done. Signed, sealed, but not yet delivered. And in football, especially in Glasgow, rumors like these don't just float, they explode. Insiders at Ibrox say boardroom lights have been burning late into the night over recent weeks. Meetings with offshore financial advisors, discreet flights logged from Athens to Edinburgh, and a sudden surge in non-disclosure agreements point towards something significant bubbling beneath the surface. The figure that keeps being tossed around, $2 billion, sounds fantastical, yet multiple sources hint that Marinakis is willing to commit such a sum for full control and future investment. It wouldn't just cover ownership, it would include infrastructure upgrades, squad depth enhancement, and youth academy revamps. Fraser Thornton, they say, has built a relationship of trust with Marinakis that transcends business. They share a vision to restore Rangers not only to domestic dominance, but also continental competitiveness. Still, this proposed takeover isn't without political weight. The Rangers board, despite the financial allure, is reportedly split. Traditionalists within the club are wary of foreign ownership diluting Rangers' identity. Will Thornton be able to allay those fears, painting Marinakis not as a threat, but as a benefactor? That's the gamble. And if the deal does indeed move forward, it won't just reshape Rangers, it could redefine Scottish football's power structure entirely. Meanwhile, across the city, Celtic supporters are watching these developments with a mix of amusement and anxiety. If Marinakis takes over and injects cash as expected, it could tilt the old firm balance dramatically. Celtic's dominance in recent seasons has come from boardroom stability and shrewd spending, but what happens when your rival suddenly becomes Flush with billionaire backing, Thornton's involvement is what makes this rumor so different from previous foreign interest in Rangers. He knows the club knows the fans and understands the history. He wouldn't be aligning himself with just any foreign investor. Marinakis is reportedly ready to commit long-term, not just to trophy hunting, but to rebuilding Rangers' brand from grassroots to global markets. And yet many seasoned supporters remember the Craig White and Charles Green eras all too vividly. Now they remember the pain of administration, the struggle back through the leagues, the betrayal. So naturally, skepticism lingers. For every gleaming promise, there's a dark cautionary tale. Thornton's challenge will be convincing fans this isn't another vanity project. This is legacy. And legacy, if handled correctly, lasts longer than silverware. Pundits are already diving deep into Marinakis' track record. At Olympiacos, he's delivered consistent domestic success, revamped facilities, and positioned the club as a European mainstay. At Nottingham Forest, results have been more mixed. Promotion to the Premier League, followed by bouts of inconsistency, yet with heavy financial support throughout. He's seen as someone unafraid to spend, unafraid to shake things up, and willing to absorb criticism to see his vision through. That kind of figure entering the Scottish Premiership could either invigorate or destabilize the league, and for Fraser Thornton, who's long been linked to strategic deals across Europe, this could be his biggest move yet. Those close to him say he's always wanted to make a mark on Scottish football beyond numbers, that this isn't just about closing a lucrative deal, but leaving a transformational impact. If the whispers are true and the documents are indeed signed, all that remains is the announcement. And that could come any day now, possibly even before the start of the new season. For Rangers fans, this summer could be remembered not for transfers or friendlies, but for the beginning of an entirely new era. Still questions swirl. What would this mean for manager Philippe Clement? Would he be backed with a war chest or replaced by a Marinakis favorite? Would club legends be brought in as ambassadors? Or would the new regime opt for a clean slate? Thornton's fingerprints on the potential deal suggest continuity will be a priority, at least in the short term. He knows the fan base will not accept a sweeping change that discards tradition. Marinakis, while a bold figure, has shown in Greece that he understands club culture when it suits his goals. So expect strategic hires, targeted investment, and possibly even a glamour signing or two to win over the supporters quickly. Season ticket holders are already buzzing with speculation. If this takeover is real, what does it mean for ticket prices, for merchandising, for fan engagement? All eyes will now turn to the next board meeting and potentially a fan forum where the club's direction could be laid bare. Thornton's presence at Ibrox recently hasn't gone unnoticed. His meetings with directors, quiet but frequent, are fueling belief that something big is coming. And if it does, if the Marinakis era begins, then Rangers could become one of the most fascinating football projects in all of Europe. Let's not forget the timing of this supposed deal. It comes as Rangers prepare for a vital Champions League qualifying campaign, and as the SPFL considers changes to league structure and broadcasting rights. A powerful owner like Marinakis could be a game changer not just for Rangers, but for the entire commercial ecosystem of Scottish football. Thornton had said, pitched this idea perfectly, that the league is ripe for elevation, that Rangers are the gateway to a new era of global visibility. His pitch, according to those who've seen fragments of the planning documents, includes revamped stadium zones and media rights strategy targeting North America and Asia, and potential sister club arrangements across Europe and Africa. Marinakis, with his existing football network, could integrate Rangers into a wider web of talent and exposure. But these grand ideas also come with resistance. Football in Scotland is tribal, traditional, territorial. Any attempt to shift that order is bound to stir backlash. For Thornton, managing those waters will require not just strategy, but empathy. If this deal is truly his brainchild, then how he unveils it and to whom will determine whether it's embraced or resisted. It's not just a sale, it's a story still being written. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to get all the exclusive news about Rangers FC. Don't overlook any details about your beloved team. It's crucial for Rangers FC fans. What's perhaps most curious in all this is the role of the Scottish FA. If Thornton has indeed brokered a £1 billion transaction, it would require regulatory oversight at an unprecedented level. ownership transparency, financial fair play assurances, conflict of interest checks. All would need to be cleared swiftly and clearly. Marinakis, no stranger to scrutiny, has had previous issues with UEFA investigations. That could complicate things. Yet sources suggest Thornton has already begun conversations with legal firms in London and Brussels to ensure compliance. It's as if the groundwork has been laid quietly for months. The more you dig, the more it appears this wasn't a sudden move, but a long-tail operation methodically executed. Thornton's knack for avoiding media glare while pulling strings behind the scenes may be his greatest strength. But it also means fans have been left in the dark. When they hear the words billion-pound deal, excitement turns to anxiety. Quickly. Transparency will be key going forward. If this is truly happening, Rangers will need to step forward soon with a narrative, one that reassures the faithful that this isn't a fire sale or a vanity play, that this is the future finally arriving. Around the city, pubs are filled with speculation. Is it really happening? Will we be the next PSG or the next Malaga? The fans, emotionally bruised but forever loyal, are trying to read between the lines. Thornton hasn't appeared in the press. Marinakis hasn't commented, but the smoke is thick. Season ticket numbers are up. Internal hiring has been paused. Even club suppliers have reportedly been asked to delay long-term contracts. All signs suggest something's afoot. And while nothing is official, the energy feels different. It's not just media spin. It's the sort of collective anticipation. That usually precedes massive news. Those who remember the Sir David Murray years say it feels like that again. High ambition. High risk, high reward. The difference now is the scale. £1 billion isn't just ownership. It's a statement, a declaration that Rangers aren't just surviving, they're aiming to dominate. But money alone doesn't guarantee success. It requires vision, patience, and unity. Thornton's job may have been to deliver the deal. His next task will be far harder, ensuring it lands well with the people who matter most to supporters. They've seen too much to accept anything blindly. This time, they want proof, not promises. As we await confirmation, every corner of the Rangers universe is alive with debate. Some fans are already dreaming of elite-level signings, players who can take on Europe's best. Others are begging for caution, fearing another financial collapse like the one that nearly destroyed the club a decade ago. Thornton and Marinakis represent two sides of a high-stakes coin: intellect and intensity strategy. And spending. Together, they could become a force that changes not just Rangers, but the landscape of football north of the border. The deal, rumored to be front-loaded with immediate capital injection and staggered payments tied to performance metrics, is clever. It allows for ambition while ensuring fiscal discipline. That kind of structure suggests Thornton is playing a long game, not a quick flip. It's about building something that lasts. And if Marinakis buys in, truly buys in, the Rangers faithful might finally get what they've long yearned for: stability with ambition, heritage with innovation. But again, we must stress, this is still rumor, still smoke, not fire. Until someone steps up, until a press conference is called, it remains in the realm of possibility. But in football, possibility is often the first step to revolution. And if this revolution does happen, history will look back on this summer as the turning point. A billionaire owner, a brilliant broker, and a battered but unbowed club looking for its next chapter. For Fraser Thornton, this could be his legacy. For Evangelos Marinakis, it could be his most ambitious project yet. And for Rangers fans, it could be the dawn of something unforgettable. Or just another mirage. Only time will tell. Greetings, fans. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as it's greatly appreciated by Rangers FC. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments section below. Until the next video, stay tuned